Hello and welcome to Advice CEO Podcast, where we'll be discussing the top 10 lessons from The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene. This book is a fascinating exploration of human psychology, drawing on insights from history, literature, and the latest scientific research. By examining the patterns and tendencies that shape human behavior, Greene provides a roadmap for building stronger, more fulfilling relationships in our personal and professional lives. Whether you're looking to better understand yourself, connect with others more deeply, or achieve greater success and fulfillment, The Law of Human Nature is an invaluable resource. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in.
Lesson 1. Self-awareness is the foundation of understanding human nature and improving our relationships with others. Think of your mind as a garden that requires regular tending. Just as a garden needs weeding and pruning to thrive, your mind needs regular introspection and reflection to maintain a healthy sense of self-awareness. When you're in a difficult situation, try to take a step back and observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This can help you gain a more objective perspective on the situation and avoid reacting impulsively.
Lesson 2. Human behavior is largely driven by our unconscious desires and fears, which we must learn to recognize and manage. Imagine that your unconscious mind is like an iceberg, with only the tip visible above the water. The vast majority of your motivations and desires lie beneath the surface, hidden from conscious awareness. By learning to recognize and manage these unconscious forces, you can gain greater control over your behavior and relationships. Consider the story of a man who was always attracted to partners who were emotionally unavailable. Upon reflection, he realized that this pattern was rooted in his childhood experiences and fears of intimacy. By recognizing and addressing these underlying fears, he was able to break the pattern and find a more fulfilling relationship.
Lesson 3. Power dynamics are ubiquitous in human relationships, and understanding them is essential for success and fulfillment. Power can take many forms, from physical strength to social status to wealth. However, true power comes from the ability to influence and inspire others to action. Consider the story of a leader who inspired his team to work together toward a common goal, even in the face of adversity. By embodying the qualities of a strong leader and empowering his team to succeed, he was able to achieve great things.
Lesson 4. Developing empathy and emotional intelligence is key to connecting with others and building strong relationships. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes and understand their perspective. By developing this skill, you can build stronger connections with others and create a sense of mutual understanding. Imagine that you're in a conflict with a coworker. Instead of focusing on your own needs and desires, try to understand their perspective and find common ground. By approaching the situation with empathy and emotional intelligence, you may be able to find a solution that benefits both parties.
Lesson 5. The need for approval and validation can lead to destructive behavior, and we must learn to find validation from within. Seeking external validation can be a slippery slope, as it can lead to a constant need for approval and a fear of rejection. Instead, focus on building self-confidence and finding validation from within. Consider the story of an artist who was constantly seeking praise and recognition for their work. When they shifted their focus to creating art for the sake of self-expression and personal fulfillment, they found greater satisfaction and success in their work.
Lesson 6. Recognizing and overcoming our biases and prejudices is essential for treating others fairly and justly. Bias can take many forms, from racism and sexism to more subtle forms of prejudice. By recognizing and confronting these biases, we can create a more just and equitable society. Consider the story of a person who grew up in a racially segregated community. Upon reflection, they realized that their upbringing had instilled certain biases and prejudices that they had never even been aware of. By actively working to confront and overcome these biases, they were able to become a more compassionate and open-minded person.
Lesson 7. Our tendency toward irrationality can lead to poor decision-making, and we must learn to recognize and manage our emotions. Our emotions can often cloud our judgment and lead us to make impulsive decisions. By learning to recognize and manage these emotions, we can make more rational and informed choices. Imagine that you're in a high-stakes situation that triggers strong emotions, such as fear or anger. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back and evaluate the situation objectively. By separating your emotions from your decision-making process, you may be able to make a more informed and effective choice.
Lesson 8. Developing a strong sense of purpose and meaning in life can help us overcome setbacks and challenges. Having a clear sense of purpose and meaning can help us navigate difficult times and find fulfillment in our lives. This purpose can take many forms, from personal goals to a larger sense of meaning and purpose in the world. Consider the story of a person who experienced a major setback in their career. By focusing on their values and sense of purpose, they were able to overcome the setback and find a new sense of direction and fulfillment in their life.
Lesson 9. Success and fulfillment are often the result of discipline, persistence, and resilience in the face of adversity. Success and fulfillment are rarely the result of luck or natural talent alone. Instead, they often require discipline, persistence, and resilience in the face of setbacks and challenges. Imagine that you're working on a long-term goal, such as writing a book or starting a business. By staying disciplined and persistent, even when faced with obstacles or setbacks, you can increase your chances of success and fulfillment.
Lesson 10. Cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the people and things in our lives can lead to greater happiness and contentment. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, from the people we love to the simple pleasures of everyday life. By cultivating a sense of gratitude, we can increase our overall sense of happiness and contentment. Consider the story of a person who started a daily gratitude practice, taking a few moments each day to reflect on the things they were grateful for. Over time, this practice helped them develop a more positive and optimistic outlook on life.
And there you have it, the top 10 lessons from The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene. We hope these stories and analogies have helped you gain a deeper understanding of human nature and how to build stronger, more fulfilling relationships in your life. Thanks for tuning in to Advice CEO Podcast. Subscribe for more of your favorite books' top 10 lessons.